Jake Paul, a name that's been heard by millions, whether you love him or hate him. He's a YouTube sensation turned boxing star, but what many people don't realize is that behind the flashy content and high-profile fights, there's a real story, a story filled with drama, controversy, and unforgettable moments. So, what's the real truth about Jake Paul? How did he go from internet prankster to the face of boxing? And why does he keep making headlines for all the wrong reasons? Let's break it down. Jake Paul's journey began on Vine, but it was YouTube where he truly made his name. With his daring pranks, over-the-top stunts, and wild content, Jake wasn't just creating videos, he was creating chaos. And chaos, as we know, gets views, but that chaos didn't come without consequences. His content often pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable, sparking outrage from parents, fellow YouTubers, and even the media. From moving into a controversial Team 10 house to throwing wild parties that got him kicked out of his own neighborhood. Jake Paul's early YouTube career was marked by one thing: controversy. Jake's feuds with other popular YouTubers have been some of the most talked about moments on the platform. His bitter rivalry with his brother, Logan Paul, became the subject of numerous videos, with each brother taking jabs at the other through pranks, diss tracks, and social media posts. But Jake didn't stop there. He went on to create feuds with a whole roster of fellow influencers, including KSI, DG, and even old friends like Tessa Brooks. Each feud became more intense, more public, and more divisive. While some saw it as a brilliant move for their careers, others believed it was just Jake trying to stay relevant in an increasingly competitive space. Then came the unexpected. Jake Paul, the internet personality, decided to step into the boxing ring. At first, people laughed it off. A YouTuber, a boxer, it seemed like a publicity stunt. But with each fight, Jake Paul silenced his critics. His first fight against fellow YouTuber DG was a success, and his subsequent victories over other opponents like former NBA player Nate Robinson and MMA fighter Ben Askren only added to his growing notoriety. Jake's entrance into professional boxing wasn't just about winning matches, it was about creating a spectacle. With every fight, he turned his name into a brand, using his YouTube platform to build hype, get people talking, and attract sponsorships. But was it real boxing skill or just another stunt for views? Off-screen, Jake Paul's life is just as wild as his videos. Known for his larger-than-life persona, Jake's personal life has been as public as his career. His relationships, both romantic and professional, have been fodder for gossip columns. Who can forget his tumultuous relationship with former Team 10 member Alyssa Violet? The drama that surrounded their breakup spilled over onto social media and was played out for millions of fans to witness. Not to mention his relationship with Julia Rose, which had its own share of controversy. And let's not forget Jake's friendships, which have often been as controversial as his feuds. He's been surrounded by a loyal group of friends and influencers. But as the drama unfolded, it became clear that not all friendships are meant to last. But behind all this chaos, is Jake Paul really just playing a character for the camera? Or is this truly who he is? To his fans, he's a larger-than-life figure who's constantly challenging the norms and making waves in everything he does. To his critics, he's a self-absorbed, attention-seeking personality who thrives on controversy. The truth, as always, probably lies somewhere in between. One thing Jake Paul is undeniably good at is turning controversy into cash. With his boxing career, his YouTube content, his clothing line, and even his podcast, Jake has turned his name into a multi-million-dollar brand. But it's not just the fans who are taking notice, big companies are too. His YouTube channels, merchandise deals, and sponsorships have made him one of the highest-paid influencers in the world. While some people argue that Jake's success is built on controversy, others say he's just doing what it takes to stay on top in an industry where the rules are constantly changing. Looking ahead, Jake Paul's future is still as uncertain as ever. Will he continue his boxing career, or will he return to YouTube to create more drama and keep his audience engaged? Whatever happens, one thing is for sure: Jake Paul is never far from the headlines. As long as he's around, there will always be something to talk about. So, what's the verdict on Jake Paul? Is he a genius who knows how to play the game, or is he just a product of an era that thrives on drama and controversy? Whether you love him or hate him, Jake Paul has proven one thing: he knows how to stay relevant in an ever-changing digital world. And no matter what comes next, his legacy in the world of social media and entertainment will be one for the history books. What do you think? Is Jake Paul the villain everyone loves to hate, or is there more to him than meets the eye? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, like, share, and subscribe for more shocking truths and insider stories like this.